Welcome to Zoological World. Today we are discuss about Frigatebird. The frigatebird is the bird with the largest wingspan in comparison to their body size. There are 5 different species of frigatebirds that can be found near tropical and subtropical coasts around the world. These birds can fly for hours, days, or even weeks at a time due to their large wingspan. They have a slender black body and wings. And the males have a very unique red pouch that inflates when they are trying to attract a mate. Incredible frigatebird facts: frigatebirds are also known as man-o'-war birds. Compared to their body size, this bird's wingspan is larger than that of any other bird. Females can spend up to 1.5 years rearing their chick before it will be ready to go out on its own. These birds often steal fish and other food from other seabirds using their hooked beak. On land, frigatebirds live in a large colony with up to 5,000 other birds. Frigatebird scientific name: the frigatebird's scientific name is Frigata. Sometimes spelled frigate, this is a suborder of the pelicaniformes family, known as Frigatidae. Frigatidae is the family that all of these birds belong to. They are defined as being seabirds with webbed feet. There are 5 different subspecies, which include the great frigatebird, Frigata minor, the Christmas frigatebird, Frigata andrewsi, the magnificent frigatebird, Frigata magnificens, the Ascension frigatebird, Frigata aquila, the lesser frigatebird, Frigata aerial. Frigatebird appearance and behavior: these birds are mostly black in color, and they have a hooked bill, which is used to catch and or steal fish from other birds. They also have very small webbed feet. During their courting season, males can be easily identified by their bright red inflated pouch on their throats, known as a gular pouch. This area of their body becomes as large as a person's head when they are trying to attract females. Adult females have white markings on their undersides. Frigatebird population: it is challenging for scientists to monitor the population of these birds since they move around often and don't reproduce as much as some other species. It is estimated that there are between 59,000 and 71,000 breeding pairs of magnificent frigatebirds worldwide, putting their conservation status as least concern. The number of these creatures worldwide is currently increasing. Scientists believe there are between 3,600 and 7,200 Christmas frigatebirds, deeming them critically endangered. There are likely several 100,000 lesser frigatebirds, though their population is decreasing as well, with a conservation status of least concern. It is estimated that there are only about 12,500 Ascension frigatebirds left in the world. They have a conservation status of vulnerable. The great frigatebird has a conservation status of least concern. There are still a lot of these birds located throughout the world. Frigatebird predators and threats: frigatebirds do not have too many natural predators since they are a larger bird and spend most of their time airborne. However, there are a few predators that threaten them when they are on land. Stoats, domestic cats, and rats may hunt for these birds or eat their eggs. Humans pose the greatest threat to this bird. Many of the fish they eat are being overfished, which decreases the amount of food that is available to them, putting more frigatebirds at risk of dying. Many also nest in dense colonies, which could mean a large portion of their population could be wiped out in the event of a local or natural disaster. Each of the 5 subspecies faces different threats based on where they live. For example, the Christmas Island frigatebird suffered when much of its breeding habitat was cleared during World War II. These birds were also exposed to dust pollution from phosphate mining, which has led to decreased numbers. Due to these threats and habitat changes, the Christmas Island frigatebird's conservation status is critically endangered. The Ascension frigatebird once bred and nested on Ascension Island. However, in 1815, feral cats were introduced to the island and wiped out the population. This left a smaller number of Ascension frigatebirds that were able to breed offshore on a rocky outcrop. Between 2002 and 2004, the feral cats were eradicated from Ascension Island, and some Ascension frigatebirds have begun nesting there once again. However, the damage deems Ascension frigatebirds vulnerable. While the other 3 subspecies, the great frigatebird, the magnificent frigatebird, and the lesser frigatebirds, still face threats, their population numbers are not as worrisome. These 3 subspecies share a conservation status of least concern.